Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 12th of December, if I'm right. And I'm still recording, which is still a great surprise for me. So this is my Christmas Advent calendar, or Vlogmas, if you wish. And I try to share every day a tiny little tradition that was going on for Christmas in my family, and that is still going on over there. If you are an old-time viewer to this channel, you know that I am originally from northern Italy, very close to Venice, very close to the Dolomite Alps. That land in the middle belonged to nowhere. I am living in Ireland, in Dublin, hence the name of this channel, an Irish knitting podcast. So I kind of miss my family traditions. I can't really go back for the entire length of December to be part of it, but this is a way for me to share with you a little bit of this and keep warm and cozy as well. So grab your cup of coffee or tea and perhaps you're knitting. There is a knit along going on with this channel. If you want to enter, choose one of my patterns. The links are below in the description, and tag me using the hashtag an Irish knitting podcast anywhere you wish in any social media, actually. Apart from TikTok, I don't use TikTok at all. I have here a vanilla latte, which became really famous from another knitting podcaster, Mrs. D. She called this the special favorite and is fast and furiously becoming my special favorite as well. My Italian compatriots won't approve this, but it's just basically an instant coffee type of thing that turns into a beautifully frothy latte with a big scent of vanilla. It's absolutely delicious. We come from Nestle, and if you find it, just get it and try it, because I was skeptical myself, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Grab your cup and let's start talking about today's topic. I am conscious that this channel hasn't been focusing a lot on knitting, but rather Christmas decoration, the Advent crown that I have lighting here, and bakes, other bits and bobs that are going on, but not much about knitting. So today's episodes will be about Christmas knitting, because of course it's part of our culture as well to knit for Christmas. And let's set the scene once again. It's a rural house, a farmhouse in the middle of the Venetian countryside. The Alps are very, very close by. There's a lot of woods, a lot of snow outside, a lot of fog as well, unfortunately, and animals running around the farm, the farming noise, a tractor probably being started and working around, and everything is really, really cozy inside. My great-grandmother is sort of the pillar of the family. Was, unfortunately, she passed away a couple of years ago. And I am trying to share with you all the memories that she left us, all the traditions that she left us. I tried before to write them up, and very, very rocky. I sent everything to a million publishers, but I couldn't really find a scope or find a venue, so I'm sharing all her tradition with you. And knitting wise, she always had something on her needles. For Christmas, in our households, but I suppose anywhere in the Venetian region, we used to knit two things, or the knitting people in the house, that were usually women, you just need two things: stockings and shawls. So first of all, stockings. Why stockings? Well, Venetian children are very lucky because over Advent and beyond Advent, after Christmas, there are three very important figures that brings them gifts. We don't have Santa Claus, unfortunately, although in modern times children are less lucky than us because they probably only have Santa Claus, and the other three figures are kind of disappearing slowly. But traditionally, presents for children are brought by St. Nicholas on the 6th of December, Santa Lucia on the 13th of December, which is tomorrow, and then the biggest one is La Befana, which is on the 6th of January. La Befana, which is a very old lady, and we're probably going to talk about her in a further episode, maybe closer to Christmas. She's a very old lady flying around Italy on a broomstick and bringing presents to every children. But she requires stockings to leave the presents in, and the stockings are usually hand knitted and they are hung by the fireplace, by the chimney. In my family it was a tradition that one of the presents were a pair of stockings, a pair of socks. So my great-grandmother and my mom would knit a pair of stockings for every member of the family, and hung one of the stockings by the fireplace to be filled with the present, and the other one will be balled up and put inside. So at the end of the present wrapping, you would have your presents and of course a new pair of hand-knitted socks, and I always found this little tradition quite beautiful. Anyway, that was the first type of knitting, and if you follow my channel you know how the way they knitted socks in my region, I suppose, was quite interesting, and I came up with a reconstruction of the heel, which is a heel flap and gusset knitted entirely in the round, so you don't have backward and forward for the heel flap and gusset, and you can keep working in stranded color work if you wish all around the heel flap and gusset as well, which is quite interesting. Never seen something like that before. Anyway, this was the first knitting item. The second knitting item was usually a shawl. We have, as part of our traditional costume, traditional dress in Venice for women, shawls. They are literally the main part of the traditional costume. As for men, the tabaro is the main part. The tabaro is that big cloak that I have shown you in one of my previous recordings here. For women, they have a beautifully hand-knitted shawl. It's usually black or dark grey, and it has usually a lot of fringes. It's called in Venetian sial or zendal, and yeah, it's something that women pride a lot, and it's always knitted over Christmas time, over the Advent time, to be shown off on Christmas Day for the lunch, for the dinner, for the attending of the Christmas Mass, and so on and so forth. So I always had one of the people in the family knitting a pair of socks, and that usually was my great-grandmother, because she didn't really need a new shawl for Christmas. And every other woman in the house knitting shawls. I remember especially my mom, she always had a new shawl to have for Christmas, and she really didn't knit. Doesn't knit much. She does prefer to crochet her shawls, but the tradition would be to knit them up. So I really hope you enjoy this little picture of rural life in northern Italy, and if you did, please consider to subscribe to this channel. I never asked this, I should probably, but I hope you enjoy that. And don't forget to enter for the knit along that we are hosting here. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.